Welcome to another episode of On the Center. I am the franchise.
That's it?
Yeah, boy. I still hang over.
Damn. That's your boy LD.
I'm Matrix. Gotta
like, all I want to say is shout out again to Club 360 Degrees. That live show we did.
Yes.
If you wasn't there, but you whack if you wasn't there, son. Because that was nice. That was nice. Understand After Dark, boy.
It's different. That is different.
Like, we scared to drop that.
Yeah, that is it different.
That's the only reason why I didn't release it.
We ain't dropping that. We can release it. We just scared. Like, we scared. We in relationships and things.
Yeah, I gotta make sure I check with my lawyers and all. Man.
Facts.
You know?
Facts.
There's some things I shouldn't have said.
But while we at it, man, we want to shout out the guest face off. Want to thank Marshall, aka the Butterfly, for coming through. So we start off with Marshall, then we had Tristan, the one from the Predator Camp. He come all the way from foreign to come, and he definitely showed mad love. Always do.
24/7.
No matter where he is on the road, on the water, wherever he is, he's showing love. He watching. All right, so shout out to him. Then we had that boy Kham. Come on, I'm surprised Kham came. You know, Kham always talking. Kham and Billy, they came together.
Yeah,
A package.
There ain't no pockets. Because Billy's gonna retire and Kham ain't Kham no more. Kham is can't.
That sound like that could be a package that retired again.
I thought Eddie run him. Eddie ain't run to me.
Huh?
Or they run Eddie.
Well,
Not the way how they talk about Eddie. I don't think nobody get run.
You think
Okay.
gonna get run?
No, I don't think nobody get run.
What you think happened?
That's from how they song.
I asked you what you think happened.
I don't remember nothing, but After Dark, I don't remember nothing.
Yeah. Thank God for this tablet where I could see who the guest was. Then shout out to Ian, the offensive one of the O-line coach for the Lions. Shout out to Ian. Then also you had Tavi and Miguel, the Predator and the Wildcat. That connection. Shout out to them. Then we had Tasha came on the show.
No votes.
No.
Oh, no votes. Okay.
No votes.
Then we had Lundy. Lundy came through rapping us Aces. They won their second win in like 3 years. So congratulations to them. That's what beat they take. But they give up like 50 points like 4 times a season.
It feels like that,
Yeah, I feel like they've been taking beat for 3 years.
So you know everybody keep calling me, ask me if that's our snitch for real.
She is our snitch.
Hey, what you tell? I hope you tell them the truth.
I tell them, yeah.
Boy, even though she tell us, let me leave that. But whoever the snitch is who tell us Phil get fired, we heard reports that he ain't get fired. But we could touch on that later. Then we also want to shout out to Burger, man. Who else came on with Burger? Burger came by himself.
Yeah.
Boy, I can't even remember, bro.
It's Burger.
Wait.
Burger by
Understand After Dark went off.
It's different. It hit different.
Powered by Club 360 Degrees.
Do
Boy,
your homework on that. It hit different.
but that's a damn nice venue, though. That's a great venue.
Yeah, I really enjoyed the night.
Yeah.
I mean, even after, again, thanks to all. I mean, the guests, the people who came there to support. Thanks to everyone, man. Because at the end of the day, man, you know, the support was good.
Facts.
And the owner, he was very impressed. Also, he wanted to thank you guys, man. So.
Yeah, he didn't get drunk. He started taking some shots with us too.
Boy, you see, but he was smoking that thing, the hookah, like he had some stress on.
He carried on like something was happening.
So
let's just go.
I know you had to leave, LT. What time you leave, Matrix?
With me,
Yeah.
I leave right after Kham.
I don't even know when I leave.
No, because when me and you walk at the same time, but I see you turn around. You turn around to try. You see the chair in the front with the 360 sign.
Oh yeah, I remember swing. I gonna swing on that.
Yes, you turn, and that's when I leave. Because if that a break, I wouldn't even want to be there.
Boy, shout out that this set After Dark. Boy, just to reiterate that, next time y'all come out, boy, like, what that thing named the woman in the car? We had a time last night. Man down. But then we continue. Thanks to Temo and Baseball for also coming through representing the Red Dot. Had their first win. Congratulations. Way to come through, fellas. But, yeah, man, so we could go over the games now. We could just give some scores and predictions. Let me get my phone. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, it's been rough. I know. We can try to really start we could try see if we can release that.
Boy, he's scared to release that, boy. Some of us in committed relationships, boy. Not LT
But
single.
we can
It's
release,
that thing in the ball cost that,
we
man.
can release both of them at the same time so they got a choice.
This is like the light in the dark.
But you got to watch after dark first. You got to.
Yeah, you gotta watch after dark
And you would
first.
understand.
So if y'all
Episode 1.
pause this and go watch the next one. Watch after dark. So anyway, so the first game you had the Renegades finish the game against the Avengers. There's a continuation. The Avengers took 2 losses in one day. That's crazy.
That's a good day.
Oh.
That's a good day for them.
Oh.
But how y'all lose to the 2 worst teams in the league in one day?
Oof.
That's not anyway. That's crazy.
Remember we were talking about the rankings?
Yeah.
Who trending up and who trending down?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
Okay, now you see.
We starting to see what you said
Now
now.
you see.
He still said they could win 2 wins.
I don't see it
I want to see
happening,
who the second
though.
team they could beat.
Well,
I
I
still
mean,
don't see it.
boy, it can come down to the last game, the revenge game between them and Renegades, because I don't see them beating the Hornets. But anyhow, we can talk about that later on in the show. Carry
Okay,
on,
well,
buddy.
the Predators defeated the boys named the Hornets with a score of that's 21-7. 21-7. They had
Wait, Becky say say she brought her. LD say he don't stepchild no more. See y'all on an official
who
shirt.
said that?
Becky.
I gotta look like the boys now, man.
Hey,
Official,
at the urgent to see, LT was like, "Hey, y'all wearing the black or the white shirt today? Like, let's go, bad. I would batch." LT think we's a boys band now. He really think we a boy band. I got to be Justin Timberlake, though. What other fella's
No,
name?
we a boy band, but not you. You're not a part of the boy band.
Use a drama, boy.
That's okay. I getting paid a big bucks for that.
That's why I ain't coming next week. Dun. Y'all and talk with me. Find out a host. Bring Animal to take my spot. I ain't coming next week.
That's okay. That's okay.
We can find someone.
Well, let's finish, bad. You had Neville went 6 for 11 with 2 touchdowns. He was just feeding Jay, boy. She was
Yeah.
feeding Jay.
It was waiting.
Then Winton went 1 for 1 with 8 touchdowns.
What,
Yeah. Huh?
You said with 8 touchdowns?
I mean, with 8 yards. My apologies, 8 yards.
See, I tell you, we
Oh,
need
say
somebody
that.
else.
Boy, what?
Ramon had 2 rushes for 5 yards. Neville had 2 rushes
That
for
sound right.
19 yards. Jay gone off 4 catch, 107 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Fuck.
Miguel had 1 catch, 4 yards. Number 8. I can't remember. That's Pat, I think. Not Pat. I can't remember his name. 1 catch for 18 yards, and Ramon had 1 catch for 8 yards. Defensively, Winton had 1 pick 6, and then they had a safety. And then, but KJ just was throwing that ball. To receive the linebacker who was be taking a lot of cheap shots. I can't remember his name.
Number 50.
51.
Roll.
52.
51.
52. No, 50. Yeah, fair.
51.
Right, 51.
52 was Vago, I
52 was
think.
Vago,
Yeah,
yeah.
51.
Yeah. But that boy boys him twice in the chest.
He horrible.
Yeah, and he dropped it. It is a pick 6.
He had a pick 6.
Yeah,
So
but
that-
never.
that's
The second one was a clear pick
No,
6.
Winton got it. All two, all
No,
two
I
of them
thought
straight in
my-
the chest,
I'm
and then the
ta-
third one.
Winton, so I can show you how to do it. Shout out to Winton, too.
Winton
That was a good
he
one.
made it look easy too.
And then on the Hornet side of the ball, you had KJ. He went 7 for 13, 84 yards and 1 touchdown. And then rushing wise, KJ had 2 rushes for 17 yards. Receiving wise, number 11 had 2 catch, 7 yards and a TD. Ray 4 catch for 72 yards. And then the tight end, your boy LT, he had 1 catch for 5 yards, what's supposed to be a touchdown.
Yeah.
And they took it back because he
I
catched
hope
it
the
in the end zone.
producer played that one. That was supposed to be a touchdown.
Yeah, they
That was-
didn't
that was-
they did him dirty for
Yeah.
that. So at least they scored the next play, so that's good. So
Yeah.
that was the first game. The next game was the Lions versus the Renegades. And the Lions won with a score of 10-0. Shout out to Chris, the baddest man in the world.
Yep, and X.
He missed a kicking no long now.
I think he like 17 and 3 now.
17 and 3.
17 for 20.
Field goal, extra point in total.
No, he didn't miss that. He didn't miss that long. He didn't miss that one when we
No,
went
I'm
long.
saying, and he only missed 3 kicks so far. But if
Okay.
it's field goal or extra
Okay,
point,
I got you. Well, Matrix for the Lions, Matrix went 4 for 9, 49 yards, 1 touchdown and 3 interceptions. Rushing wise, Cohen had 5 rushes with 33 yards. Matrix had 6 rushes for 75 yards. Receiving wise, Steph had 2 catches for 32 yards. Cohen 1 catch for 15 yards. Ryan had 1 catch for 2 yards and a TD. Defense wise, Tavi had 1 sack. Gucci had 1 interception, and Brandon had 1 interception.
Fire had 1 sack too.
You know,
Okay, fired
You know,
1 sack too.
yeah, if I had one. he could add more. But anyhow,
Yeah.
you know who is very underrated. We don't give their props to enough. Same boy Gucci.
Yeah, Gucci doing it all.
He ran in the back there at safety. I think Gucci
Had to pick like almost every game.
And then one game
Almost
he had
every
two. I
game.
think he had two against the Renegades last
ago.
time.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
really
He's a ball hawk too.
he really, yeah.
He know the
Really
game.
getting there.
He know the
So,
game.
shout out Gucci, man.
Number one.
And then he also is spelling the back for his running back too, so he definitely playing both sides.
Yeah.
So in the passing side for the Renegades, Jaden, he went 8 for 12 for 78 yards and 2 interceptions. Kham actually threw the ball.
He ran for how much yards?
How much yards?
He went 8 for 12 for 78 yards
Okay.
and 2 interceptions. Kham went 0 for 2 passing the ball, 2 trick plays. The receivers just drop it.
Yeah.
The receivers drop it. CJ drop it and Ryan drop it. So
Back to back.
and I don't know why the Lions fell for that back to back. Like
Back to back.
No, the first one they fell for. The second one, CJ just find the soft spot in the zone, which is smart. So he just, because he was rolling, the defense rolling with him, he just set backside and
He was there. He just,
control.
yeah.
Which you should do as a tight end. Tight end only they supposed to find the soft spot in the zone or in the defense and just
sit,
that's it.
wait for the ball.
And that's what he did.
But receiving wise, speaking of Ryan, who dropped that, he had 3 catches for 9 yards. Dominic, he had 1 catch for 30 yards. Mr. Kham said he's back and he had 1 catch again.
He say he was back, but
He didn't say back where though.
Kham had 1 catch for 15 yards. AP snuck on the field a few times. 1 catch for 14 yards. Number 24, 1 catch for 10 yards. But Jaden had 5 rushes for 91 yards.
yeah.
Jaden was rushing. He was slicing up the middle of the field. So then defensive-wise, number 13 had 1 interception. And then 2 other guys caught an interception. One is Farrington, and that's one when he took out a weapon hand. And then another American dude.
Yeah, he played going on the
Yeah.
that side anyway.
Yeah, so I can't remember their names,
Yeah,
but
he was talking to him his too though.
I mean he got the AP, so
No, that's what I'm saying. And that's what I like. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you could talk
Him
about-
and AP was talking trash though
Ooh,
again.
who is this?
The corner.
who got to been Ryan running wrong on the end zone.
Yeah.
He's supposed to run a corner, and I think he ran a 10-0.
All right.
Yeah, he was. But again, that's the kind of game
That's
I like.
number
You know what I
13?
mean? I don't mind that.
I know number he is.
Three.
That one,
3. Yeah, that's number
Let's
3.
look for the guy with the American
Yeah.
slang who's not American.
That's the one who get pancake from
Cohen,
not Cohen. The other guy.
Steph.
Steph.
Yeah,
Oh.
Yeah.
they was
I
hitting
mean,
him.
and he looked at me and he asked me, say, well, he told me, see, he don't know why he's throwing the ball on that side. And I mean, 88 season not him beat. If 88 season didn't drop that, like, he was gone.
So that's why 88 season didn't play much, huh?
Well, I don't know. I think he's still trying to come back from injury, but I don't know if
So
it's coach's decision or I don't know
so
if he's
so
still
my
hurt.
dog invests all the money in them pretty Air Jordan 7s.
Yeah.
What they call? What the colorway of them is, producer? You don't know it. UCLA Bruins. The man
thing
wearing
is,
college PEs.
I didn't even notice that, you know. I didn't even notice
So-
he had on.
So
Boy, I tell you.
AP. Y'all see AP?
Yeah, you see AP.
He was there.
Yeah, but we strategically ain't going his side.
No.
Me ain't stupid. AP tell me say, yeah, I was lurking, try to catch all boys.
See, the thing what he did wrong was last year when he picked the ball off, he told me what he was doing. He told me he already know what I was doing. So now I did the opposite to get him. So he tell me a little too quick. He'll come and say, I can't catch me the same trick twice.
Facts.
Yeah, that's the problem. So I know exactly what the
So
chess match.
so I ain't telling the Snoop because Snoop did the same thing twice. Sorry, Snoop was my dog, but Lord knows.
I don't think AP's have a good game against the Lions regardless.
No.
But he just played a game earlier that day and had 2 picks.
Yeah.
Oh, he had 2 picks in that game?
Yeah.
I didn't even get the stats for
Yeah.
that.
Two picks.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you don't think?
I mean, it wasn't much stats. That score carried over from the previous game. They finished off. You know what? It's 6-0. You know what's score on that, but yeah, he did.
Who quarterback Taj quarterback the game too?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, anyway, let's move on to the next game, man. Yeah, the next game. This was I don't want to be disrespectful, but this was the garbage bowl game of the league. No.
Oh Lord.
Well, I take that back. But Shaw was playing, bro.
Shaw made one good throw for Dingham though. For touchdown.
Oh, you mean a 30-yarder? Yeah, I give her that. I give her that.
Touchdown was nice.
I give her that.
I don't think she closed her eye on that one.
But anyway, so the Aces beat the Stingers with a score of 6-0, securing their second win. Shout out to Lundy too. But Lundy, evidently she had them 2 interceptions that game. She ain't do nothing after that. What she do? She ain't do nothing after this. But she went.
Only thing she do after that is talk.
Talk and Lewis buddy. Shaw went 9 for 19 for 101 yards with 1 interception and 1 touchdown. Then Sarge actually threw the ball too for 1 for 4 yards. Shaw rushed the ball twice with no yards. Sarge rushed twice for 15 yards. Then Sarge again, she caught 3 passes for 15 yards. Then number 10, the lady who caught that big ball, the 30-yarder where Shaw opened eyes this time, she had 3 catches of 51 yards, including a 31-yard touchdown. Then Tay is a favorite. I ain't like Tay is be balling.
Yeah.
Tay is be balling.
Yeah. She's
be open, but I guess Shaw don't see it. Shaw's have eyes closed. She had 2 catches for 22 yards. Then number 12 had 1 catch for 12 yards. Jade had 1 sack, and then 3 other people on the team also had a sack. So, Stingrays wise, yard number 21, I can't remember her name, Dread. Ali, I think her name is too. Don't quote me on that. She went 3 for 7 with 22 yards. She also rushed the ball 5 times for 17 yards. Then our friend who was cheering on, the lineman, the big dog lady.
Who, 99?
Yeah, boy.
She bad.
She was beasting them guys.
She bad. Boy.
She had 2 catches for 22 yards. Like when she catch that, she trucking these guys by mistake. She was balling.
She could pull up a flag and everything too.
Sorry, I didn't watch that game. I apologize.
I actually happy I watched that game. Yeah. I got to see who was who.
I was prepping for the game after, and you know.
I know what you're trying to say, but
protocol.
I know what you're trying to say.
Then you had Drake had 1 interception.
Drake bad too. She good too.
What about your friend? But
before we get to my friend, stop. Slow down. Let's talk about Drika. Drika.
She's playing everything.
I know she's not going to be on the team. I know a big team is going to grab her after they see what she do.
Oh, God.
I could believe so. The girl playing quarterback.
No, Keisha Cook nah too. I got just said it.
She played quarterback. She played cornerback. She played safety. She played tight end.
Everything.
She doing everything.
Everything she ain't do is block or rush on the line. Only thing she ain't do.
You know, and getting picks and stuff. Like, she ain't going to be there. Sorry, Bean. Sorry, Kevin.
You got to tell Haji sorry.
Oh, gosh. You know the time I say that. I say Baba, I'd be it.
So you think Haji can be going?
If we don't talk about this.
Haji, I know, man. Maybe you could talk to the Wildcats to get a quick bid about it or something. I know, dog.
I think your boy can accept him, you know.
Oh.
See, y'all.
Who can accept Matrix?
Yeah.
Accept him, yeah.
Nobody. They fall.
Come know what's up.
Yeah, they falling out. Okay, the next game, we then went over the Lions and Renegades, the Wildcats versus the Hawks. This was for, I guess, the in-season tournament as well.
Yeah.
But the Wildcats lost 7-0. So starting with Tasha just, that's why Tasha was my goose of the week so much last year. She's hit and miss so damn much. Tasha went 7 for 15 for 101 yards with 4 INTs. Rushing-wise, Aaliyah went 2 rushes for 2 yards. Kenya was pretty much locked right down. 2 rushes for -6 yards. Tavi had 1 rush for 2 yards. Donnie had 2 catches for 69 yards, including like a 58-yarder that she got run down by Kali. Kali fast as heck.
Yeah, but
Donnie's.
I mean, Donnie's still injured too.
Though. Yeah, I think she's fatigued. I think she was fatigued though, but Kali rolling.
Yeah, Kali them fast.
She clocking. Yeah.
Then you had KK had 1 catch. Wait, KK trucked the hell out of Khadijah.
KK,
I mean, she catch it. Oh, she trucked. Yeah, she trucked the shit out of
her. 2 catches.
Like she ain't really. So when she catch it, and Kali was there, but when she hit, I was like, damn.
2 catches.
Okay, 2 catches.
Because we ran the same play twice.
Aaliyah had 1 catch for 5 yards. Kenya had 2 catches for 16 yards. Marshall 1 catch for 6 yards. Then defensive wise, Shay, my good friend, 2 sacks, 1 flag pull. Sean, 1 sack. Billy had 1 interception to start the game, and I guess Keisha said, but that's it. No more interceptions from me. Then the Hawks.
She probably wasn't throwing the ball.
Hawks, passing wise, Keisha went 4 for 8 for 27 yards with 1 touchdown and 1 interception.
Say that again. 4 for what?
4 for 8.
So she threw the ball only 8 times?
For 27 yards.
Okay.
1 touchdown, 1 interception. Rushing wise, Ashley 2 rushes, 2 yards. Shelly 1 rush for -3 yards. Simone 1 rush for 5 yards. The Wildcats defense pretty much held.
How they? Yeah, like you hear that? How they win?
It's called turnovers, bro.
The offense.
It's called turnovers.
In a bad position, and only so long the defense can hold for.
Yep.
Damn.
That's known. And I mean, I can be real. But in a game like that, especially like how both offense was struggling, like I mean, most times just one mistake with a score show, and that was the one we made. Maggie tried her best to get the girl out of bounds, and that's because that would have been a pick 6.
Yeah, I mean she pushed. She tried. Yeah, she blocked. She tried to tackle out.
And our defense, we hoping that our defense would hold out. You know what I mean? But shit happens.
That was a nice physical game. I like it. I could say
every matchup it was a good clean men's game. Like yeah. Oh, let me get the rest of the stats though. You had number 23 1 catch for 8 yards. Carly had 1 catch for 11 yards. Simone had 1 catch for the 6 yards, which they called a touchdown. I don't say it, but that didn't look like a touchdown from my angle.
Nope.
But I ain't getting a look because I saw both players, both of the quarterback flags was gone before the ball was thrown.
But and plus the quarterback across the line. But again, like I tell them, and that's why I told Spurs not to argue it any longer, because at the end of the day, we put ourselves in that position.
Yeah.
No way in the world we're still supposed to be fighting that late in the game to even score.
Yeah.
And that's no disrespect to no team, but at the end of the day, we hold ourselves to a higher standard. I mean, why even allow the refs to make a decision on, a game-winning touchdown? And that's the first touchdown. So that's
the only touchdown.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Carly went off 3 interceptions. Shelly 1 interception, and Khadijah 1 sack. So, yeah, but before we even get further with this game, right? So, Keisha, you's my dog. We cool, good people. But David, the coach, he could be calling my name. Yeah, franchise. And I tell him, last time I predicted y'all to win, what happened? Y'all get your head boys off. The head coach wasn't even there. And I had to stand up for 2 hours with a bad back and a bad leg.
He wasn't even here to help you.
So I mean,
I stand up for 2 hours.
I'll say this much, and whether or not the coach of the Wildcats or not, everyone knows. Just like we said with the name, with the Hornets and Hornets and Renegades game. That wasn't a game that was won by the Hawks. That was a game that was lost by Wildcats. Because there's no way. If you think about it, I don't think. Their offense never got a first down. For starters, we never punt the ball. Like, I mean, what are the chances that team still is going to win? Again, it just came over to the turnover battle, and we lost that, and that's kudos, hats off to you guys. Good win. You make me bite my tongue, but at the end of the day, hey, that ain't a championship. So I mean, bigger goals ahead.
You the particular score last week?
I thought he was going to get killed, boy.
Yeah. What just score?
I think I say must see 30-0.
No, you say
wrong.
I say 24. 8-16. Yeah, I say 24-0.
I say 32.
All right.
And what you did say? Since you won, as I asked you.
10-13. I was saying they're going to lose by 3.
I didn't think the offense was going to move the ball, and the offense didn't move the ball.
That's what I'm saying.
Like I'm not.
In that game, they didn't even get a first down.
I'm bashing Keisha, but they have all the tools. I just don't feel like Keisha is the answer. But I don't think she have the, like when people driving in sports cars put gloves on. I don't think she have the gloves to put on to man that car. If you understand what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Nothing against Keisha. I love her. Awesome person. Very talented. Very helpful.
I don't think Keisha gonna win you the game nor lose you the game. I can be honest. She'll put the ball in somebody else's hand and let them win the game or lose it.
One I could do say, I appreciate the Hawks line, O-line for stepping up, boy. Like the snaps wasn't horrible. Normally Keisha have like 4 bad snaps.
Yeah.
They did. They can't play. Shout out to the Hawks O-line too.
Yeah, I give.
They was taking a lot of beating too, though.
Yeah, but Keisha was getting up on the hand.
What the two girls' names? Sean and Shay?
Shay, yeah.
Oh, they putting some work on them girls, though. Boy, I could see they's work out. They do a lot of work in the gym.
Yeah, but they only get them 3 socks, 4 socks total.
No, that
and they would have more. They would have more on different teams, but them girls hold.
At the end of the day, they did what they supposed to do.
Fox.
Their O-line really gave them enough time. I don't see why their offense didn't move. I mean, I know why, but that's for a later date. I mean, I saving all the cookies for later. But I mean, again, hats off to them. Good game. I know the Hawks got a saying, someone got to do it. There's person on here saying hashtag the refs had to do it. So,
oh, wow. I ain't getting that.
Yeah.
But also, man, before we move on, congratulations to the Predators, too. They win the in-season tournament.
Yeah.
I mean, it didn't really feel like an in-season tournament because...
No, because you can't come on a Thursday and say, hey, we're going to have an in-season tournament like that. It don't work like that. And I mean...
So, shout out to them. Congratulations to them as well. Yeah. But the last game of the thing, this was next to the Hawks Wildcats game. This is probably the second best game. The Avengers versus Red Dot. The Avengers, just give you an overview. The Avengers was down 13-0, and they came back.
I thought that game was over.
Yeah. I can still talk about the stats, but just to give an overview of it is 30-0, but none of the O linemen, only Hammer was there. So he had to snap the ball. Then they had shout out to Cadero, boy. Cadero.
Oh yeah.
Cadero is this my little spill. I know we a little off topic. But there's no way your O line in there. Your D line who claim to be so good, Darian and the other dude Blair. It is what it is.
They claim to be so good, so they're not good?
I don't think Blair's that good.
I think Blair's play O-line or D-line?
He's play D-line. Oh. But listen, let me talk. This is what it is. You know the position more than linebacker. Why you allowing your middle linebacker, who's one of the best flag pullers in the league, to play O-line, to risk getting injured? You used to play D-line. You used to the trenches.
Understand.
Why you ain't going there? Shout out to Cadero, boy.
I agree.
Shout out to Cadero. And I was too happy when the tight end came back.
It means too much of that defense.
That's what I'm saying. You mean too much of that defense, bro? You was call the calls. You was make the plays. You was put people in position. No way he should be there playing D-line. I mean O-line. That's just my 5 cents. Right?
See.
And then when Cleans come back, they tight end number 24. He was wrecking off. That's what allowed Taj to make all them big runs, too. So shout out to them.
Terrell could hold the ground, though.
Yeah,
he could block. Him and Sal, I could give it to Sal too.
Yeah, Sal was cracking too. And Sal actually was blocking people fair.
He put some pancakes on.
Yeah, Sal was blocking people fair. I ain't gonna lie, he was blocking people fair.
Sal put a lot of dudes in the ground.
But then what happened? One missed flag pull, baseball going all the way down the field, must he break a 58-yarder, and then the flicking, getting tired to kick a field goal to win the game with like a couple of seconds left.
You see the pick six?
Hold on, I get to that right now. I'm gonna start right now. So Phil, he went 10 for 16 for 174 yards, 1 touchdown, and 2 interceptions. And then rushing-wise, you had number 24. He went 3 rushes for 21 yards and a touchdown. Mali, he ain't get no yards. Quandre had 1 rush for 12 yards. Receiving-wise, Mali had 10 yards catching the ball. By so flicking, hold on. No, but I ain't calculate baseball numbers. Baseball will cost me. Pardon, I'm a brother. But I have my notepad here.
Andy Dandy.
Yeah, I had my notepad here, but at baseball, he break off. First off, number 36 had that 36-yard touchdown. Number 23 had a 36-yard touchdown from Phil. Baseball had a 41-yard catch. Then he had a 58-yarder.
See that?
So he had must see 120 yards. Probably 120 yards
you can't
rushing,
take that away from him.
Catching the ball. No, I take it from him. I just didn't really write it down because I was dropping the ball. Then you had mad sacks, but like again, since they really had the O-line there, Cadero was doing his own, holding his own, but they couldn't really match up with that. Because Kareem had a sack, Chemo had a sack, 72 had a sack, and 47. They gave her 4 sacks. So that was some stuff. But Avengers side of the ball, that boy Taj, boy. Taj is probably...
He's a bad man, though.
I need to see him and Cohen in a race, bro. They're the fastest people in this league. You think AP faster than them?
No, AP ain't close to them.
No.
AP ain't close to them.
OP just...
Yeah, he's shifty.
Yeah.
He's shifty.
But
them boys get speed.
yeah, Darian had a sack. Taj probably run for 130 rushing. You had MC. MC is a wide receiver 1 now.
Why he's 1? Because he's well.
Boy, because he was doing all the catching.
So before you continue that, my inside scoop, my source was right. You remember?
Did you reveal it on the show?
No, I'm not going to do that.
Well,
but I said what I said. Y'all was wrong. Y'all say Phil was fired. Phil must be an intern.
They had to, what happened is the information got out too quick, so that
they had to make it like that.
Yeah, they bagging on me and we cause some bars on you and the family come true.
Yeah.
But speaking of that, you had Vaz had a 33-yard catch. MC had a 27-yard. These are big plays for them. Then that pick 6 by Sal, that tied the game, right? But this is why I give Sal wrong, boy. You won't see the tricks.
Celebration.
When
he intercept the ball. He flicking, throw behind, he back. Like if he making a crossover, then he jump and do a spin in the air.
It looked good, but it cost you.
It looked good, but then y'all had a bobble snap to leave the game tied.
No, they're getting up by 1.
They said to leave it tied. To leave the tie. So they was it ended up being tied. And then when they kicked the ball off, the people assessed the yards on the kickoff.
Me personally, I don't think that should have been a penalty.
They don't want you to do nothing.
Like that's
but it was a lot though. He did a lot.
No, but he ain't doing a point at nobody though.
My thing is
that's my thing.
It look good.
Come on, bro.
Regardless, it look good. I ain't gonna.
Like my thing is, anyway, I don't know. These what happened is these referees who never had a good season of playing football. That's
why are you talking about Damien like that?
Ah, shit, Damien. I don't talk about Damien. I need to delete that name out of my vocabulary.
So I keep talking about Damien, man.
Who's that guy?
Who's that guy?
That's called my schoolmate.
No, sir. That man he couldn't get an education like that.
That's your old teammate then.
That dude, he got more championships, and we can talk about that later. Anyway, but little highlights, man. Sal got a sack the next play, pick 6. That was good stuff. Shout out to Sal.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
Back to back play.
That's how you lead a team.
Yeah. Fast with that big catch. It was a great game. And that boy, but Taj is ridiculous, boy. Like, dude is really ridiculous, boy.
You
when he hit the edge, gone.
Yeah.
You know.
But he know how to shift the field too. That's the next thing.
You know, at one point, I shouldn't say this, but I can say this. When they was down 13, I said this game over. I tell franchise this game over. They ain't got AP to bring them back. You know what you tell me? The same guy.
Taj.
Once he catch the ball, get the edge.
He ain't had a catch. He's playing quarterback. Once he catch it, he scrambles to the right.
He's telling me all the ways on how he score. Once he get the edge, he gone.
Two plays later.
Same thing he said happened. Then Sal with the pick 6.
The running back fast too now. Running back fast.
The red dot.
No.
For who?
Avengers too.
Mm-hmm.
I was watching a film today. And he on the ball.
Oh, you mean number 12, the dude with the twist. You have one of them like that. He don't look longer than really though.
Yeah.
Somebody don't look fake.
I don't have a few great spots in it.
I get a couple of them though.
We need some Jets for men, boy.
No, this getting due tomorrow.
I need some Jets for men on my bed, boy. I see little gray scrams, but they scared to pull
up. You don't get no gray. Huh? You don't get no gray?
Tricks can't go no bad, boy.
Oh, man.
That's the baby face assassin.
Hold on. The good part about this, I can't go no bad and he can't keep none.
Touche. I ain't like when he got a vacation that by sex. I was so proud of that, but
give him yours.
No, but that's like your boys tell me all the time. Ladies be like, "Boy, so jealous you can't grow that." I was like, "Hey, Matrix can't either." Yeah, but that was a good game though. But Fat Rasta, they get their first victory, man. I was
told you.
Yeah.
I 3 years predicted though. That was good.
Told you.
Yeah.
One more.
We saw it, but I ain't think no more though.
But you know who told me? You know what? I got named Butler, friend of the show. Butler tell me, he say, "Boy, whoever playing them for each round, look out for the upset."
Red dot.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did say that.
He say, and that Trick said earlier, but they trending up.
Yep.
And Avengers and Renegades trending down.
You know the funny thing is, these last 2 games mean a lot between first and third for Predators, Lions, and
Hornets.
yeah. I mean, well, I don't think Predators could drop to third. Either way, unless they lose both games, but I don't think they could drop to third. But that's the only thing we shift. Those are the 2 spots down. Those are the 3 spots. Who's are the 3?
Nobody know.
Renegade, Red Dot,
and Avengers.
and Avengers.
So so Avengers lost so much. How much games Avengers win? 1-8. They only beat Red Dot, right?
Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And that's sad, Dread.
Oh wow.
Why is it sad?
Because I was thinking they win more games until he bring it to my attention just now, for real.
Shit, boy.
You don't. Oh, anyhow, everything good.
Sure.
The package going back home, and I ain't see nothing.
I know if the package could stay back home.
I ain't see nothing, man.
I done had them calling their real estate.
Oof,
They calling their real estate agent. I mean, they done calling.
oof, shift out.
Oh, shoot, yeah, Avengers, what is that? They 1-6. No, my bad. They lost 2 games.
Yeah, so they 1-6.
They won 6-1.
But they should have more. They
They
should have a
tied.
bigger point spread than Red Dot do.
Yeah, they do. But then Renegade Red Dot don't have a loss, so that's what gonna help Avengers, because they don't have a tie. My bad.
Okay.
So that tie is bump you up a little bit.
Okay, so let's move on to predictions. This week coming up, we have the first game, the Lions versus Avengers. Well, I say 21-0. Lions.
I said the Lions also.
Who QB it?
Same fast.
Because I had the Lions have a quarterback controversy too.
You think so?
That's what I hear.
Shout out to Marcus, boy.
Yeah.
Marcus, I was next to you and I heard them Hornets telling you they ain't letting you play, and you tell them what you tell them.
Yeah.
You win.
See, my man.
You ain't lose.
One thing.
And these be like, you win.
Yeah.
You ain't lose.
One thing you can't do, you
good.
can't disrupt the Lions camp.
Yeah.
I like that.
I can promise
I
you
like that.
We have a good foundation.
Yeah, we try again. You know what I mean? Just focus on y'all. I mean, keep in mind where your team is now. I mean, focus on y'all, buddy. So, I mean, what you got, LD?
You say
I say
Lions.
Is it
Lions, yeah.
Boy,
Why you gotta act like you gotta think?
no man, I say the same thing. Call me say 21-0.
Because we got the baddest beep, beep, beep on the planet, boy.
So
Shout out to Weapon, boy.
yes, boy. Weapon. Oh God, weapon bad. That's a bad
Okay,
man.
then the next game, the Lady Avengers versus the Aces. You can go first. Let me go first.
Avengers, ladies. Aces, you lose this one, and you lose Phil.
I ain't
a
going
tough
there,
one.
but
Go ahead, Calmo.
Spectrum Aces, Dirty Laces, Indiana Pacers, Aces by 6.
Wow.
Aces by 6.
You be sitting down in the office writing these down, eh?
Freestyle, baby. Aces by 6. I give Aces by 6.
Dirty laces.
Boy,
Aces by 6, bro.
I get my money on Aces, but I know.
I don't see it.
I want Lady Avengers be mad at me, but I see the.
I don't see a score, but boy, no boy.
I see.
I don't
Aces
think
win.
Avengers defense can allow that.
Me neither.
I got to stick with Avengers. I had Avengers.
They defense nice though.
I had Avengers 1-0. They can win it overtime.
Overtime.
It ain't be that bad.
All right then. You can say whatever you want to say. You say what you have to say.
I just
when
said.
I say what I got to say, every time you
I
come to
just
Avengers,
said.
you
know-
want to lay your head on the chopping block.
You know-
I never does. I just say what I have to
You
say.
never.
Okay,
you
so-
never does. You never do.
So when I say what I have to
never
say,
do.
let me do my prediction, buddy.
I never stop you from doing yours. I just said. I just feel like that's reaching, but it's okay.
So what you predict? That's all. What score you predict?
He don't predict scores. You scared it? You scores.
No, because he telling me he don't see it be 1-0.
I ain't
not overtime.
saying no score, but I just don't feel like
They
it's
go to
going to be
overtime?
that late. I mean, that low. No. Avengers and score points.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Like how they score points the few times? When last they score?
Sunday come in.
I just see the Aces. I like what I'm seeing in the Aces camp.
I agree, but at the same time,
you think the Aces, the Avengers, two vet, they got two vet. They only 2 years away removed from a championship team.
More than that.
Nobody.
Two.
Because then the Eagles.
We are two. Lions.
And we've been the same year, brother. Remember we in Freeport together.
Yeah, bro.
Remember we going for nationals and they cheat the same time they cheat the Avengers ladies. Yeah.
Oh yes.
So they still there.
No, you know, I go back my mind flash on the pool party, you see.
Shout out to Big G.
Highlight, bro.
Yes.
But I got Aces winning that. Okay, next game, Red Dot versus the Hornets. The return of that boy Easy.
Easy, boy. Square out of Compton. That's easy.
Before even get our predictions, but I got to shout out I got to shout him out.
Yeah.
He been, his O-line is garbage. Like,
and thinking that he ain't even mobile.
And that's what it is. Like, he injured, and he still gonna be fending for life. Like the last couple of plays against that game, and they played the Predators. But as soon as that ball snapped, first of all, the not coming high. By the time he jumped for that, and he land, them dudes like a foot from him, and he got to try just throw the ball out. So shout out to him, man. I can't say that, but Easy is back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Against the Hornets.
Easy back against the Hornets.
I say Easy back, then I say against the Hornets. I'll say, wow.
But what you just did now?
What you think you do again?
I said the same thing. I just clear against the Hornets. I say Easy them. I see the Hornets winning with a score of. This could be a shootout, bro. I think him and Phil got a shootout. I say 21-26. Hornets. This could be a shootout. I think him and Phil could go toe for toe. Yeah. I think him and Phil could go toe for toe.
Go ahead, buddy.
Hornets.
By your red dot.
I know you won that, though.
By red dot, 20-14.
I think Easy could sauce them right up, but that's my opinion. Okay, next game. Hawks versus the Stingrays.
Hawks.
You giving a score?
No.
I say the Hawks go in. Boy, I think this running game. The Twins wasn't there on Sunday, and Brooke wasn't there on Sunday either, right? I think the Hawks could put up 40 on these girls again. I say 40-0.
You think so? But you realize their defenses would have put up the scores, right?
Who, the Hawks?
Yeah. You check it.
When last time they played, the twin girl, I think she named Jada or Jada.
Their defense put up the same amount of points.
But I think they could put up 40, bro.
But I ain't saying they can put up 40. I'm saying that you realize their defense really has put up a good amount of points.
Yeah.
But I get Hawks.
You gotta start saying 30. Keisha Cook again, eh?
Keisha Cook. But she ain't cooking. The running back of the defense cooking.
8 passes in the whole game?
I get
damn.
I had Hawks 34-0.
But y'all like this 0, boy.
Stingrays ain't proved to me they can move the ball.
Stingrays ain't even come close to scoring all season. What do you think you're supposed to give them?
So, question.
I think they can score against Hawks.
No, I leave that alone.
Yeah, Hawks defense legit, boy.
Come on, man.
Yeah,
and KD back too. Wrecking havoc. Last game, the Predators versus the Renegades. What was the outcome of the last game? I even know they won, but what the score was like, it was a blowout? No way.
I can't remember.
The Predators only blowed the Lions, look like. Way. I ain't glad.
Yeah. I think that score was only one score. I know most of the games one score, but yeah.
I say 14-6 Predators.
I think the Predators come in also.
I don't think they could let Jay go off like how Jay went off against Hornets. They could juke someone. If they put AP on him, or they could put down another American dude and probably double him. But I think 14-6 Predators. I think Miguel could eat this game. Do you think that American dude that good?
Yeah, he's that good. I stand on that. I see it.
I okay.
What his name is? Malik, number 13?
Malik.
He's that good.
Bro.
I see it.
Listen to me. This is how you know when someone good. If you get beat on a play from a receiver, and the receiver happen to drop the ball, not once, not twice, and you bragging about that, bro, you ain't good.
I see everybody try test him, and he shut them up.
Shit, how, bro?
That's what I'm seeing. I watch defense.
No,
He's
bro.
he's a Dolphin fan. Please excuse him.
Yeah, you can't be serious, bro.
Hold on, let me talk. Okay, what I can see, I feel like he is trying to transition from years of playing contact to flag. Like, he probably used to chucking dudes off the line and stuff like that, and he getting used to, you can't be that physical off the break like that. That's just how I feel about it.
You can't be that physical?
No, but you can't chuck like how you would
Yeah,
in anything.
nothing to think of because you can't get in the pass, but you still could jam. That's not an excuse.
I feel like he's still transitioning. That's what I feel. I feel like he has the potential.
I feel he's a good player, but he's not what you trying to make it to be.
What I trying to make it to be? That I say he's a good player?
He is not that good at all.
But I'm saying I ain't going through all of the extra stuff. I'm saying the boy is good. He's good. You remember I take stats for defense now.
Don't matter.
The boy is good.
It don't matter. I just watch the game.
We ain't even got to get to this.
You realize I have to, because I was a quarterback, I playing against him.
Yeah.
So I tell you what it is, bro. Every pass you go and watch, if you go and watch our game, every pass that I connected on,
you know what I
see.
You know,
everyone.
You know what I feeling now. You know what I feeling now.
What?
When Tasha was on the show, and Yo-Yo pick her off, and she tell Yo-Yo she need to score when she pick her off.
What you talking about? I telling you, I targeted inside the whole time, bro.
He picked you off twice.
He picked me off once.
He have 2 interceptions.
Okay, and on 2 of them was bad route. He's beat on 2 routes.
Well, we know it
ain't
your fault, but it don't matter. The interception went to him.
Guys, you don't understand. But what I'm trying to tell you is...
So who get the interception? Who get the interception?
You finish. I finish. The dude is beat on 2 of the players.
It don't matter.
How it don't matter?
He got the interception.
Mother free.
He make it up.
Jesus Christ.
If he was beat,
come. You beat the mediator.
If the ball is bobbled,
you beat him.
Go ahead. I see what both of y'all saying, but however, LT, let me try to explain what LT saying. LT saying he might not can't cover, but he got little ball skills. He catch the ball.
That's okay.
That's
cool.
what he's saying.
But
hold on. Give me a second. But what Mid-Matrix is trying to say is, if the receivers run the right route, and he'd probably put it a better pass or whatever, or a quarterback with a better pass, that was a touchdown for sure.
I understand that. I'm not fighting that.
That's all they're trying to say.
I'm not fighting that.
Actually, 3 of them.
I'm not fighting that, but I'm saying you cannot take away from him that what he already did. He got 2 winners. You know what? That's my MVP for this week. Before we get to that point, let me let you know that. That's my MVP.
Sound like
that's my MVP, man.
Sound like you're trying to get in business with him.
I don't know the fella.
But he ain't good at all.
Okay. Example. Like, just trying to put a little fuel on the fire. The dude who take the ball to Chris Sign on an interception.
Number 3.
Do you think he's good?
Do you think he's good?
No.
But he got an interception.
Yeah, he was good on that particular play.
Mother second. That's what I'm trying to tell you now. He allowed 5 catches on the side and got 2 interceptions.
And which one you think stand out?
Huh?
Which one you think stand out?
The interception.
Okay then.
Want me to tell you which one stand out?
The 2 interceptions he got.
Hold on, you know stand out for me?
I can tell you right now. You know what stand out? The touchdown on him then.
Which touchdown on him?
Would have been the game.
That wasn't on him?
Yes, that was on him.
He
played the left side, bro.
That was on number 3.
Left side.
You know stand out for me?
And actually played the left side.
You know stand out for me? When 8A season dropped, that slant was going to take.
Garbage.
He could take to the house.
Garbage.
On him.
Garbage.
It was on him.
I was talking to the side the whole time.
88 season had at least 3 yards.
Did he catch the ball?
88? No.
Yeah.
No.
Irrelevant.
Okay, that's good.
It's not relevant.
Let's move on.
Cannot use it.
Let's move on.
How did he affect the play?
Okay, let's go.
It was not a play because he did not catch the ball.
Hey, let's move on, man.
Let's
we can talk later.
Let's go.
Okay, we officially do it. We separating Damien grade from the referee grade.
I've been telling you all that.
Oh shit, we ain't say who go win that game, eh? Yeah, man, I say Predators go win.
And I said,
we didn't say.
Predators go win. I say 14-6.
As he started robbing.
Yeah. Predators too.
Oh, well, okay, the Predators go win 14-6. And y'all say, what y'all say?
I get on Predators.
You say Predators 2 tricks?
Hey, I get Predators. I get the score though. When Predators say Renegade, I get Renegade. Boy.
You got a Renegades? Oh.
I get Predators. I get Renegades 7. No, but they ain't gonna score 7. I get Renegades 1 score, Predators 3.
I think Jaden could bounce that out, and Jaden could score 1.
As I saying, I think I get Renegades score 1, Predators score 3.
You think Jaden could do
But I
it?
can't even say that though, because their defense pretty high.
That's why I say 14 to 6.
I say one
AP,
score, 2 scores.
AP getting healthy as we go.
I agree. Yeah, that I just catch my head. Renegade, their defense.
And then Billy's still there.
See, but anyhow, we don't say that.
Anyway, so we can do referee grade
Yeah,
and we can
Billy.
separate from Damon.
I just said, let me don't say that. Lead that. I just say, let me don't say that. Lead that.
Shout out to Billy the Kid, man.
I can let that one go, Billy.
Okay, so the referee grade. Would you get a referee for this week?
I give the referee a B. Yeah, they wasn't bad. There was one particular person was bad. It wasn't the referees. They didn't do too bad. Tom made 1 or 2 bad calls. Muff was drinking on the sideline again.
Always, bro. Always.
Old boy from the gym wasn't paying attention.
Always.
He was looking at the wings. Looking at the wings at the top
Carl
shop.
was signing autograph in the crowd.
Carl still was talking, but he's spotting this.
Carl, tell me, Carl say, but franchise, I know y'all giving us a D. I say, no, man, Carl, I can give you all.
Rodney say, where's Carl? Carl coming from under the tent. I like, do a signing autograph, bro.
Hey, I give the refs a D plus this week. I get him a D plus because Muff brought it out. I was gonna get him a C, maybe a C plus. Muff gave their boys break that down to flick it a D plus.
I give them I get them a D minus also. God, don't forget the minus.
Buff, but it's so fun on the sideline, right? So I would say, man, Muff, I'll buy you a bear, but you ref it. Buff say, we're gonna stop.
I still accept that.
Buff is funny, but like we gotta let him know the rules. First off, if both people come down with the ball, the offense automatically get that. When Chris gets the ball,
I'll say this, and what? See, the biggest problem is not the biggest problem. The problem with that was when he answered Radley the first time, he said catch or offensive. As soon as Radley asked the other referee, and the other referee said no catch, when he came back to Muff said, hold on, come, and all of them went together. And that's when Muff said, no catch. My thing is, don't double ask the referee. If he said catch, hey, we moving on. That's his call anyhow.
Because clock running.
Not only that, at the end of the day, if you ask him, now he's thinking, hold on. Maybe I ain't make exactly. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? So
and this is my supervisor, pretty much.
Now you see what I'm saying. Like that's like asking if your boss asks you sure?
By you talking about the clock still running, right? I give the referees a C. I dropped from a B. Because some of y'all don't know the rules. And it hurt me to know that.
Yep.
From I start playing flags, I learn about the rules. And up to date, right now the rules still change on the regular. And I keeping up. I'm keeping up with the rules.
And they start playing flags.
You guys can't keep up with the rules. You don't know what's an incomplete pass, bro.
Yep.
Some of y'all horrible, boy.
Yep.
Y'all don't know what's an incomplete pass when the clock's supposed to stop or not.
For some of the things you ain't need the rule book for.
Then
common sense.
You don't. Not a freeze.
Y'all let me go.
Let's move on.
But I know one last thing on this. Particular ref told me, one of the good ones, he said, boy, I don't know if I do this next season. Because he said he have no support from other refs.
I agree.
He said, boy, like, he said, that's clear. He said, why is a discussion about this as a clear? Yeah, and it wasn't our game. He's talking like trying to lotion this game. Like, I was just like, but he said,
but you know what killed me? And I spoke to Radley about this. So, the clock stopped, right? I think Renegades had the ball. But the clock stopped because the referees
had a discussion.
Had a discussion going on, right? So when they came out of the discussion, I was like, well, why the clock can't start running? He's like, oh, because it's a referee timeout. So I say, well, if that's the case, you need to let me know how much timeouts the referee has. Because if the referee can stop the clock
at any time,
you understand what I'm saying? That don't make sense. I can see if you stop the clock, say, well, hey, we have to discuss something, but as soon as you all finish, that clock's supposed to start.
And then you hit the play clock, 25. Yeah, I agree.
You can't just stop the clock every time. Because what they do, I don't care. It could be clear cut as day. They still is huddle. So I mean, that's why the game's going so long.
Referees got timeouts too.
That's why I tell them you need to let me know how much timeout the referee has. Because we only get 3.
Some of them horrible.
Stopping the clock too much. You know TV, commercial, TV timeout.
Yeah.
Run the clock.
Well, anyway, let's move on to Damon Grade. Our other partner said to tell y'all, Damon, you get a Z. Z for zebra because it matching uniform.
I heard that too. I heard that.
And with me, that boy get a negative 53. That's how bad he was. But like
who that is?
Damien.
Y'all gotta teach me that out my vocabulary now.
Let me show how bad it was. LT trick shoes on the field. It was a discussion with his third or fourth down. And Darryl played me for Jets for years. He say, man, Damien ain't stupid. So I look at him the same and I say, yes, he is. Damien like 6 feet away. Oh, penalty. On spots for he insulted me.
He was in his feelings, but
I just say,
we know.
See, let me tell you something. I mean,
we know.
Sometimes you got to realize a woman is used to what a woman's used to. He's now transitioning into a woman. So he don't know where all these emotions coming from. That's why. You understand what I'm saying? So he's gonna be in his feelings sometimes. So you gotta give him a break. You know what I mean? And that's why
it's sad that everybody else know that.
The guy with the thing and my thing is they support so much dumb, stupid. I hate someone who follows someone just because that's because. So for example, because you was my boy, everything you do is right. One. When I call time out to argue why the clock should stop with Radley, right? Radley saying, yeah, it was a backward pass, blah, 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 whatever, it's a lateral, all that. And I explained to him, hey, the clock still should be running. The guy on the sideline, what y'all say your name again?
Him.
Okay, because that doesn't do the vocabulary.
Him, her.
Or the shim.
Ishi.
The shim. So,
zebra.
I heard him on the sideline, talking about, oh no, these guys don't know the rule. Yeah, because it's a toss backwards and the clock's still supposed to be going. I say, well, if that's the case, well, I mean, I could just keep throwing the ball backwards and
the clock's
still going. That don't even make no sense, bro. That's an incomplete pass.
So
and that's why I showed him that.
I got stand out and I don't know how you had it. I don't know how you had it because you was on the field. You could have good. You could have very good. I bet him. I give him $100. I push it in his pocket. Give me $200 back because I like to bet. Not with AP though. So I tell him, but I'll bet you the rules can say that's an incomplete pass.
Oh, I heard that.
And he fight.
You when I came with the phone and showed him.
When you showed it, you see, he shut up. He shut up. He didn't know what. I said, I just want $200 back. I said, the boy,
I don't want
learn the rules, man. Learn the rules,
bro.
And it was two referees.
And you know.
Actually, Kano, you too.
And what got
Kano? You was in that too. You don't know the rules neither, brother. And you was a coach.
I heard Kano.
It was true. You saying.
I heard him saying that.
Boy, you let me down.
Kill me. 2 referees and then a head coach or
don't know the rules.
Coach. And Kano been playing both tackle and flag football forever, so I don't expect that on him. I expect that out of what y'all say the Shim name again.
Him.
MC.
Okay, cool. I expect that out of him because he's not a football guy. He has to around some dudes who play football and they say, hey, you want to play?
Yeah.
You all watch, I'm 21. You playing on a pickup game in basketball and you only get 9 players. You pick the guy who having a slippers, he kick all these slippers and they can't play bare feet. That's Damon. Shoots how the word.
Call a boy
or he big brother is the good player and he's man, if I don't pick my little brother, my mommy.
You understand what your boy named his brother?
Narcissus.
Yeah. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Dude could tell me I got more championships than you.
But and then to top
you
it
ain't
off,
do nothing in these championships though.
Horrible.
What got me the fact that and Radley let me down with this. I mean, like the second time and third time I call his name, Radley said she tossed the ball backwards. So it was a fumble. And
There's no such thing as fumble.
There's no fumble.
There's no such thing as fumble in flag.
I ask him, I say, so is it a live ball? If this is a live ball.
Thank you.
Then I mean, I can see the clock running. But when it touched the ground, is the ball dead?
It dead.
Yes, the one name over.
It dead. Right there.
Common sense. But I give the Shim. I gave him an A for asshole.
That sound too good though, cause he can say I got an A.
I get an A.
Yeah.
Well,
I got an A.
That's I gave him for asshole. So he got to take the A and the ass.
I have no problem calling your name, buddy.
Well, I
Damien.
my vocabulary. I get 2 cousins name that same name, and I can never call them that no more.
Damien, I have something to come by my apartment every Thursday morning at 5:33. That's you. Garbage juice. You the garbage truck. That's what you is, but you's garbage. You was garbage.
I was trying to see where dog was going with that.
You horrible, bro.
But
And you just leave a stink trail when you go. Garbage.
so anyway, before we
Why every time we have a problem with some technical stuff, it always comes up. No, boy, that's the wrong one.
Anyway, before we move on to Goose and MVP, man,
But we already told this, boy. We already told this, boy, how to set up from the beginning, you know. How he still messed
You
that
always
up?
having a problem with him.
How he still messed that up?
Dog, can I shout out the sponsor
How you
first
still
before y'all
messed that
continue
up,
like
man?
man? Shout out to Club 360 Degrees, man.
Yes,
Shout out to
yes.
Club 360 Degrees. We're located where the old Shotters to go used to be. Opposite Porter's Key. When you come on a Porter's Keys on the left hand side, it could be on your. It depends if you go straight over. If you take the left to go down East Bay Street, it'll be on your right hand side.
If you're coming off the dock, you take the first exit, straight ahead.
Yeah, but I was saying if you turn left, it could be on your right.
But if you're coming from the red light,
But
it's
that's
going
why I
to be on
say
the right.
if you're coming off the dock,
But you can go
Yeah.
straight or you can turn left.
But if you're coming
Well,
from
if
the
you
light,
coming
it's
off the
right on
dock.
the right. Most people ain't going under to the dock, then coming back from.
Anyway, the venue was very nice.
Yes.
Yes.
The drinks was cool and the atmosphere is
and the food,
atmospheric.
Believe me, y'all would know. After y'all watch After Dark, y'all gonna know.
And they serve that real yak. They don't got that fake yak.
Y'all watered down stuff.
They ain't got that Chinese yak, son.
Yeah, that do
But
a
man, we
number.
been to that club out east, out west, and they try to give you Annie Joe's as Hennessy.
I had to turn it back in.
Yeah, boy. But anyway, Goose of the Week. We do male. Let's do male, female first. MVP first. MVP of the
My
female
one?
side. You can go first.
Kali.
Gotta give it to Kali.
Kali.
Three interceptions. Gotta give it to Kali.
And she no.
She ain't score.
No.
The offense ain't do shit.
You ain't give it a shot, boy. Shot get doing these score, boy.
I want to give her that, but by Kali was balling.
By Kali. And she run Danny down for a touchdown.
Yeah,
too.
hell, I
Don't
just
forget that,
remember that.
boy.
I gave it to Gali.
Yeah,
She
Kali
saved a
get it.
touchdown with that one, boy.
Goose of the Week is who? Who you going with?
Goose, for the female side.
Yeah.
The girl who give Kali the MVP.
I'll give it to Tasha. Too.
Tasha.
We give you flowers. We could give you
Yeah,
a date.
Tasha.
You get a date
Oh
this
my
week.
God,
all right?
Tasha.
So, Tasha, you get it.
Damn, Tasha.
All right, MVP of the men's team.
You want to let your boy say nothing? You forget about it. You forget about your boy. Let him say he goose of the week, bro. No. Let him say he goose of the
Matrix,
week.
the coach says be people.
No, let him say the goose of the week, bro. Don't skip that. Let's go. Let me see who is done Tasha this week.
Number 12.
Don't say Sha. That's you.
I get Tasha.
Okay, MVP of the men's side.
You know, number 13. What do you know?
Oh, you mean the cornerback?
Yeah,
Two interceptions.
who had the 2 interceptions? AP, I missed your 2 picks, but I write them down.
Hold on. This how I know. This how you know you robbing nuts. Anyway, no, my bad. That's your one. Go ahead.
Wait,
You just tell me, but doing that to you. You see our live setup?
I say
Hey, y'all, I hope y'all see our live setup, boy. But that's
Didn't I
okay.
apologize?
I accept it.
All right.
I accept
I
it.
apologize.
Let's go.
Boy, I want to give it to baseball, but baseball ain't getting the end zone, right? I want to give it to Taj, but he threw an interception, boy. I got to give it to Weapon, bro. Weapon is my MVP.
Yeah.
He had the extra point, and he sealed the game and put us ahead by a field goal, too, effortlessly.
Well,
Like always, that's normal to me now.
two y'all, I feel, two y'all wrong. I give it to the deacon is back.
Facts.
The deacon
I
is
forget
back.
the deacon.
That's all right. The deacon is
Hey,
back.
deacon, I apologize. I forget, but the deacon, you was my MVP, boy.
Tell
Real.
Kham, that's how you make an appearance.
Facts.
I
That's
walked.
when you say you're back.
I was walking
and
to
I
the
hold
field.
like a predict that Easy throwing for 4 touchdowns, 300 yards.
Ooh.
No, I say 3 touchdowns, 300 yards.
Ooh.
Because Easy could be back next week too.
Ooh.
He can set
They
example
play now. Who they
against.
playing?
They playing Red Dot. Easy,
I
Easy can set example.
wouldn't go as far to say. You say 400 yards?
No, I say
300?
3 touchdowns,
I wouldn't
250.
say that. I'll say
3 touchdowns, 250. Because the times go quick.
I'll say 3 for 200.
Easy. I didn't call it not Easy my MVP next week. But the Deacon is back.
You call it from the line of scrimmage, including rushing, I say 300.
Easy.
total.
I think Easy
Yeah.
can set example.
Yeah.
Easy gets some rest because he ain't even been practicing. Easy could be balling.
The Deacon, he's a disrespectful young man too.
Yeah, I forget. Hey,
No.
He's disrespectful.
Jay Davis, I apologize, bro.
Like-
The coach, and what the name? The coach and the quarterback disrespectful.
You think so?
He came back and you see what they do? Force
They
feeding.
give him everything, but they been doing
What did he say? What did he say? Coach, I full. Take it, boy.
Yeah. Eat some more.
He said,
I
"Boy."
forget, but the DC man. I see that was the first game, man. I forget the Deacon is
wait,
back.
the
My
Deacon's
apology,
back.
Deacon. My apology.
The Deacon is on the
Brother
field.
Nation, congratulations again. The Deacon is back, boy.
Deacon is back.
That's all I can say. The Deacon,
And you
boy.
talk with them, cutting them.
Who cut no?
No,
We
wait.
don't. When we ask
oh.
the question, that's why
I say they can't cut him because they know what he good for.
No,
They know you see what he did to Butler Sunday? He tell Butler, say, but I don't even have to move on you, bro.
But that's
That look
and
bad, boy.
Butler was scared
And Butler,
to
you
cover
won't even hit him. Butler, you supposed to
Boy,
jam
and,
him.
And he was so like you said,
He
he was
stand
so
up and having a
disrespectful.
conversation. He's
like they run it,
disrespectful.
never rolling to the left behind him, and Deacon stand up like
But he
we're
hands
talking to
forward,
Butler.
And
having
my
a
thing
normal
is-
conversation.
My thing is, you could tell like they was out. They playing around with the Hornets because
Yes.
even when they pull Never Fly, Never just laughing it off. I can be real. Me straight up. If that was me playing corner, from the first time he started talking to him,
jamming him in the belly.
jamming him in the belly on his ass.
Yeah, you got to.
on his ass. You gotta be crazy.
Yeah, Butler, you got to do better on that
Talk
one,
after the
though.
game.
My apologize,
Talk
Deacon.
after the game.
I forget the Deacon is back. I apologize, Deacon. I apologize. I sincerely apologize. Please
That's because you
accept my
remember
apology.
paying your tags, man. That's what happened.
Facts.
Paying your tags.
He been getting paid in other things other than tithes. But I can leave it right there. I go over some people's head.
I ain't getting that, so that going over my head.
Okay, so Goose of the Week.
Men's side,
Yeah.
I given it to Atkins. I had somebody else in line, but I given it to Atkins. Because Atkins, you selling these dreams, making people think you's the innocent one. You's the victim. When you's a suspect, boy. I watched those video. You throwing blowers, Atkins. And when you grow up together, you're wrong, Atkins. You put a two-piece on somebody,
He
and
was
I ain't gonna say.
he was playing like Ali.
I like it. So use my goose of the week.
Okay, I can explain this. People can say be biased, right? I would have given it to Matrix if I didn't see the interceptions.
He was a candidate? No.
He was a candidate.
He was
But when
one.
I think about it, the receiver run a wrong route on the first one. Two wrong routes. The next one, it was a catch, but they gave it interception. That's why he got 3 interceptions. But for me, my goose of the week is Travis Thompson, the former head coach of the Lions, the current offensive coordinator of the Lions, the pass game coordinator. Because my thing is, if receivers run the wrong route, we have too much damn receivers in the stable to have them on the field shitting it up. If they mess up, Ian would be like, on the O-line or D-line, the D-line more particularly, Ian would be like, Fire, come on this game. Reggie, come on this game. Let's go in. We have 88 season there waiting to play. We have West there waiting to play. Grant, I like Steph. I like Ryan. But if they stinking up the joint, pull their ass, bring someone else in so you could tell them what they doing wrong and show them that's how you run a friggin' route. That's me. He's my goose of the week. No hard feelings,
Travis.
but I ain't petty around here, boy.
Um,
That's my goose. I gave a good explanation.
Hornets played before Lions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, they played Brothers for Troy. I give my goose of the week to Butler. Butler have too much mouth, and he allowed
The Deacon.
the Deacon to go off for too long. It was only him one, because he named Charles was in there. He ain't gonna cover the tight end named Miguel. You know, this could mean first or second for y'all. No, first or third for y'all.
He ain't step up to the
Right.
plate.
And you wait until the game was, I would say, out of hand to try and say you can guard to do it. I mean, at the end of the day, you have to remember. I mean, how I see it, you saying you're the best, you gotta guard the best.
Butler, I ain't your lawyer, so I ain't trying to defend you. Last week I tried to defend you. This week I ain't defending you because he right. From the game start, you supposed to go on that.
But you know,
I agree.
You know,
From the game
underrated.
start.
Who like I've been watching as the season going, and I realized, especially with Easy being gone, who okay as a linebacker? That boy Didi.
Didi good at pulling flags.
for the
I know that for
Hornets.
sure.
He could pull some
He
flags.
could pull up a flag.
So the thing it is, what I'll say about him is he he can't cover, but he's always in
the
puts
area.
himself in the right position.
Yeah, where he can easy pull a flag.
Yeah, and he's not gonna miss a flag. So
Yeah.
I give him that much again. But that's knowing what you're good at. You understand what I'm saying? Just stay in the area because you know even if it come, you know you can make a play on the ball, or you could get the flag afterwards, so you could stop the play or whatever. But
he's very good at pulling flag.
Yeah, I've been watching him and I've been impressed.
If it was a number 1 and 2, I guarantee Didi is one of them. Of all the teams,
pulling flag.
Yeah, this year. I'm not talking about last year, etc. I'm talking about this year. From what I write down, Didi, every game he got about 6 and up flag pull.
You want to pull a flag on the team?
Only him want to look like he doing it.
You think so? What about Easy?
Easy ain't here. You can't talk now.
But I talking about.
And Didi's pull more flags than Easy. By the way, just letting you know.
Okay.
Didi do.
But what it is too, like shout out to Easy boy. Like Easy being missing, exposed the old line too, boy. Easy has been working miracles with them too. So no taking no shots, but just giving Easy his flowers, boy.
I can't wait to see him come back though.
Yeah, I tell you, boy, Easy, but don't prove me wrong. But I say 3 touchdowns, 250 yards.
Yeah,
250 total. Because Jay made a hell of a debut. Hell of a debut.
It wasn't as good though.
Yeah, you made a debut.
You
made a debut.
Hey, but I still do it. I did what I had to do to make it work though.
You do what Keisha's do.
So the difference between them two is no. The difference between them two is they came back from suspension, and this is no excuse. I came back from injury where I couldn't even practice. You understand? I mean, obviously, especially being the quarterback, you know, it's timing with the receivers, right? Well, again, it's no excuse, but at the end of the day, after I see the pass game wasn't working, what I did.
Started running the ball.
Okay.
But this is a question I could leave it. We ain't got to answer it. You could probably talk off here. But I want y'all to hit us up in the WhatsApp, anything. The Understand the Podcast, email, Facebook, Instagram. Y'all football people, right? I could just say it.
Not the shimmy.
Fuck it. Anyway. So this is the question we was asking the other day. We was asking between. We ain't give our views on this, but I want people to hit up in the comment section or WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook, whatever. Do you think if Shah, who's played for the Aces, if she replaces Keisha on the Hawks, would they do better or would they do worse? Hit us up if y'all think about that. If they swapped. Do you think the Hawks would do better than they are right now?
Whoa.
So y'all think on that. Hit us up.
For them,
I don't think that's hard.
That's for them.
I don't think that's hard.
We ain't got to answer it now.
Okay. No.
We ain't got to answer it now, but I just thinking about that. Do you think Shah would do a better job with the Hawks players than Keisha would?
So you actually think Shah's a real good player though?
So
I think she'll do a better job managing them people.
But Keisha's managing them now.
I think Shah's do a good job stepping up in the pocket. She have a better pocket presence, but that for them to answer, boy.
No, I don't want to know the difference. I just asking you.
And this is why I tell you leave your mic inside there.
I got it though. I got it.
But anyway, if you would like to be a guest on the show, if you like to be a guest on the show, don't hesitate to hit us up at Understand the Podcast at Yahoo or the Tickety Talkety page or Facebook or Instagram. Definitely appreciate everything.
We got to get our glass back, man. Mr. Producer, sorry, we got to get our glass back. We got to be drinking all the plastic. We get too spoiled. Drinking them with them glass by 360. You might as well bring 360 glass. I can tell the sponsor that.
He watching the show, so you know you have it already.
I know what you're talking about.
The police.
Anyway, yo, we gone, eh? Cut it.
You see, baby.
That's it.
Right.
You finished?
Yeah, now we at.
This nigga fucking cool, boy.